Here is a 512A in Red Rocks, Nevada. This is called Give Me Back My Bullets, and it's on Sunny and Steep Wall. So here we're going to watch a random climber, and he's going to make it up to this next hold. And if you can see, it's a pretty big, nice jug. And what he decides to do is rest here for about 45 seconds to a minute. So I just want you to think about, like, how often do you do this on a project climb where you sit back and you find a great hold and then you decide to rest here? Like, most of the time when we find some good holds, we can do a thing where we're like, okay, I'm just gonna like blast through this because finally it's like an easy section. This is great, I got this. But it's actually better for you to like compose yourself and sit back and say, okay, wait, let me just like rest out here. This is a great spot to rest. And so every time you find a great rest on a route that you're projecting, you should really try to like shake it out and then keep going. Okay, in this climb, we watched about 12 people do this throughout the day. We didn't actually attempt it when we were there, but we did watch 12 people do it, and they all fell at the exact same spot. So that's clearly the crux of the climb. So I was expecting when I was filming this guy that he was going to fall, but he actually makes it through. So he's a pretty strong climber. And we're going to see as he gets to it coming up. I do apologize, in a few seconds this camera gets a little bit shaky. That was just because I was filming it without a tripod. I should have brought a tripod, but I just didn't when I was there. Okay, so what is this move going to be? Well, it's coming up very soon, and if you probably have heard the rest of my series, you've guessed this is actually a dynamic transition. So here he is on this handhold, and what he has to do now is move up to his next handhold. But as you can see, he's a pretty tall guy, and he's also very lanky, so his hands are starting above his head, and what he's going to do to move into this position is he's going to move his hands up into the spot where it goes from above his head up to his nipple height, right here, bang. So that is the move that was very challenging for a lot of people to do. Now, if you were shorter, you would have to push that all the way to your belly button. So you might be thinking, okay, well, what can I do to really train this inside of a gym? Well, one of the best things you can start to do is to work on a campus board and to start practicing just going from, like, maybe rung 1 to rung 3, then try to move it from rung 1 to rung 4. The numbers that you want to kind of be hitting are 1, 4, 7, but I find it easier to start at like campus rung 3 and do like a 3, 6, 9 type of thing. The other thing you can be doing is to work on gymnast rings. Gymnast rings, you probably have seen them at a lot of gyms, and just doing some basic exercises on that can really help you out. And I will go over that in the cross-training part of this series.